Good day everyone, Mr. Cargill here with the next AutoCAD video. Now in this video, we're going to look at how we go about completing this drawing right here. So this drawing shows the development of a truncated cone. What truncated means, it just means that a piece of it is cut off. So to do this drawing, we're going to do the plan view, we're going to do the elevation, then we're going to do the development. The plan view isn't complete, so we're going to complete the plan view and then we move on to the development. So the information that we need is here. It says that for this, the diameter of our cone is 60. The height is 70, and from right here to right here is 35. And also, this is a 30-degree angle. So that's enough information that we need now to start our drawing. So remember, if this drawing helps you, please remember to subscribe. So now we're in AutoCAD. I'm going to select a circle. I have my circle set to center radius, so I'm just going to choose a place to start. And my radius is going to be 30, since the diameter is 60. So there I have my circle. The next thing I'm going to do is to divide my circle into 12 equal parts. So to do this, I'm going to change layer. If you don't know how to create layers, I do have a video on that. I'll put the link in the description. So I'm going to select a line here. I'm going to draw this line down, vertical line down. I'm also going to draw a horizontal line across like this. Then I'm going to click on these two lines and I'm going to type array. Click on array polar, then click in the center. And now this is divided into 12 equal parts. So now that that is divided into 12, I can select a line and I'm going to bring this line up. Just ensure you have ortho turned on. I'm going to bring up this line. The length doesn't really matter, you just want a very long line like this. Then I'm going to click on the line and select copy. Then I'm going to come here, click on the line from the end point, and I'm going to move it to all these points, this point. Now once I move it to this point here, you can see it also goes through this point up here. Also going to bring it here, bring it to the center. Also going to bring it to here, and to here. So there we have these vertical lines coming from all our points where these division lines touch the circle. So for the line in the center, I'm going to change it to a center line. Right here. And then I want to change this to a vertical line as well. So I need to explode this so I can treat the vertical line and the horizontal line as separate lines from all the other lines. So I'm going to click on explode. And I'm going to click on these two lines and I'm going to click on center. I'm going to bring this line out just a little bit because it's a center line. So I'm just click on this and bring it out just a little. The length to bring it out by doesn't matter. Just bring it out a little. Alright, there you have that. So I'm going to select a line. Let me go back in my zero layer. I'm going to choose a place to start. That's going to be the base of my elevation. So right here. So here it says that the height of our cone is 70 and from here to here is 35 and this is a 30-degree angle. What we can do in AutoCAD now is we can type offset and we're going to select through offset since we're doing multiple offsets. And we're going to first offset by 35, then we're going to offset again by 70. There we go. So I'm going to select a line now. I'm actually going to do this in construction for now. And I'm going to draw this line from here to here and then back to here. There we go. Now, it says that there's a cutting line here that's at a 30-degree angle. So we're going to come over here to polar tracking, click the drop down arrow, and we're going to ensure that we set our increment angle to increments of 30. Then we're going to select a line. I'm actually going to do this in the zero layer. I'm going to select a line from here, and I'm going to bring this out at a 30-degree angle, like that. Then I'm going to bring this down like this, at the same angle. So just click the endpoint here, and just bring this down. Like that. Lovely. So now I'm going to trim this cutting line actually. I'm just trim it here. Trim it here. Then I can delete this and I can delete this. So once I do that now, I'm going to change this line to a construction line. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from here, right at this point to down here. And from here to here as well. Alright, there we go. So now I'm going to change this to a construction line as well. So that completes our elevation. So now we need to complete the plan view. Now you might think the plan view is complete, but right now this is just the base and we cut off a piece of the top. So if you're looking down on this drawing, what is the top going to look like? So we need to now draw that. So I'm going to go into a different layer just to have a different color. The reason I want to have a different color is that I want to know the lines that I'm bringing down different from the lines that I'm bringing up. So I'm going to select a line here from right at this edge of the top of our cone here. So we're going to bring this line down. Let me just turn on ortho. Bring that down like that. We're also going to do the same thing from this side as well. Bring down a line from over here from this edge. So that line comes down like that. So there we have that. All right, so now that we have these two lines, there are some more lines that we're going to need. So to get those lines, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go into my construction layer. I'm going to select a line. And these lines that we bring up, so for example, this line that comes to here, right here, we're going to bring this up to the top of our cone like this. Also, this one right here, that comes to the base, we're going to bring this up as well. And then now, we can do the same thing over this side. We could have also mirrored these two lines, or this line comes up here, so we're going to bring this to the top like that. Then this next line that meets the base here, bring it to the top like this. Now the reason we did that is this now. Let's go back to our cyan layer. I'm going to select a line, and right at this point where we have this slant line that comes up to the top of our cone, where it meets the cutting line right here, right at this point here, we're going to bring this vertical line down. So once I bring that line down, I can just copy this line. And now this slant line meets our cutting line here. This slant line meets it here, and this next slant line meets it right here. All right, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to plot some points. So where these division lines meet our cyan line, those will be your points. So for example, this horizontal line meets the vertical line here, and this division line meets this line here. This division line meets this line here, and so on. However, as you can see, we don't have any lines meeting the center line. The reason for that is because the center line comes down vertically. So to get the point on our center line, this is what we're going to need to do. I'm going to go back in my construction layer. And then you see this point here. So this horizontal line comes across from the center and it meets the edge of our drawing right at this point here. And that line comes down. So it's this line here and it comes down all the way to here. So this line here. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to select a circle. The center of my circle is here. And it's going to come all the way out to here. So that's going to be our radius from the center to right here. All right. So now this is our next point here. So we have all the points that we need. So I'm going to go into my zero layer. Once I type spline now, I'm going to turn off ortho. So our very first point is going to be this point right here. Let's see, this is the top. So this first cyan line. So right here. And then the next cyan line is the division line here. And then this point on our center line comes across now. This cyan line meets this division line here. The next cyan line meets the division line here, and then here on the center. Then this next cyan line meets this division line here. This one meets the division line here. Then we'll come here. Then this one meets this one here. This one meets this one here, and then we'll come here. Press enter. So that's what the cone would actually look like. If you're looking at it from the top, then this is the base of the cone, and then the top of the cone will look like this. And the reason it's not a perfect circle is because it's cut at an angle. If the cone was cut straight across with a horizontal cutting line, then we would have a perfect circle. So now for the lines that I have in cyan, I'm going to change them back to construction just so it looks nicer. I just put them in cyan so that I wouldn't get confused. So there we have that. So now we have the elevation and we have the plan view. The only other thing we need now is the elevation. So to get the elevation, we need a number of things. This is what we're going to need here. Right here it says R equal OA. All right, so that's the distance from O to A. Good, so we have that already. But we're going to need these points over here. You see where it says C1 and B1 and so on? We're going to need those points. So this is how we're going to go about getting those points. Let me go back in the construction layer. And we're going to draw some horizontal lines. Our horizontal lines are going to come from here. So where this slant line here meets our cutting line right at this point. So we're going to draw this line from here, and we're going to bring it across. That's a horizontal line. I just brought it past this point. And then once I've done that, I can click on this. I can select copy. And then now this next slant line, we're going to put this line right here. We already have a line coming across from the center. So we're going to put a next one here, and we're going to put a next one right here. There we go. All right. So now we can trim off the excess since we don't need it. We can do that and trim off these two. And then we can delete these. All right, there we go. So now we can actually start our construction. So for the construction, the first thing we're going to need is the true length of OA. So let's go utilities, measure the distance, and that's from the top up here to down here. What's this distance? That distance is 76.2. So we're going to select a circle. We're going to draw this circle outside of the drawing with a radius of 76.2. So there we have the circle now. Let me just move it a bit closer to the drawing. Like that. Alright, so what we're going to do now is to choose a place to start. So let me select the center here. I'm going to bring this line to anywhere on the circumference of the circle. So let me just start here. So once I have that now, the next thing I need is this. Here in the plan view, you can see that the base is divided into 12 equal parts. So we're going to need to divide a portion of this into 12 parts as well. And each segment needs to be the same length as one of these segments from here to here. So what we can do to get that is this. We can select a circle, and the center of the circle is here. The radius goes to this point here. And then now we're going to use this same circle. I'm going to actually move the circle now from the center here, and I'm going to bring it to this point right here. So once I bring it there, it cuts this circle right at this point. Good. So I'm going to select a line, and I'm going to draw a line from here to right here. Good. And then I'm just going to mirror this. So I can just do this. I can mirror this line like this to give me the next point. Area source object, no, we want to keep it. And then we can just keep mirroring. So now we have 2 lines. So I'm going to mirror this now here. So we're going to end up having 12 lines. Area source object, no. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 segments so far. So let me just highlight all of these, and I'm going to mirror these. Area source object, no. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 4 more. Let me just highlight like 4 of these lines. Select mirror here. Click here and just mirror down like this. Area source object, no. So we have all those points now. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have all our lines. So we have 12 lines. Wonderful. So now once we've done that, the next thing that we need to do is this. We're going to start right at this point here. So what we need to do is to measure. Let me go in my 0 layer. So we're going to go to utilities, measure distance. And we're going to measure the distance from here to here. So that's 25.6. So there's 2 ways that we can go about doing this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to draw a line from here. I'm going to bring my mouse to here. I'm not going to click anything. Then I'm going to type 25.6, enter. So you see that is right along this construction line. So that's one way you can go about doing it. The next way you could go about drawing these lines is this. Let me go in my construction layer, and then I'm going to go utilities, measure distance. So the next point now, this is our first point here, and this line actually comes from the wrong place. So let me just move this. This line should actually be here. Right on this slant line, where this slant line with the cutting plane line. Alright, so once we have that now, let me just extend this line across to over here. Alright. Next thing we're going to do now is this. We're going to measure this distance from down here to up here. So that's why we brought these lines across. Alright, so we're going to go measure distance, and we're going to measure the distance from here to down here. So that's 27.7. So what we could do is to select a circle from here, draw a circle with a radius of 27.7, enter. And then I can go in my 0 layer, and I can draw a line from right here and come to here. So that's 2 ways how you can go about getting your points. You can either use a circle, or you can do it the first way. I'm just going to do what I did the first way. Alright, I'm going to measure now the distance from here to here. That's 32.7. From here to here. Let me just turn off ortho. So 32.7, enter. Then we go back to measuring the distance now from down here to the third point, which is up right here at this point. That's 38.1. So we can select a line from here and draw a line here. Don't click anything, then type 38.1, press enter. Utilities, measure distance. So we have the distance, which is from here to here, and it's right there. And also from here to right here, which is that one. We have this one, and we have that one. So the next one from here is to here. So that's 41.9. So let me select a line from here, draw this one, bring it to here, then type 41.9, press enter. And the next one, we're going to go measure the distance from here to down here, which is 45.6. From here, this is going to be 45.6. Alright, so the next one we're going to measure is this. Utilities measure the distance. We're going to measure from here to down here. And that's 44.8. So I'm going to draw this line. 44.8, enter. Then we're going to come over here, utilities, measure distance, and we're going to measure this last length now, which is from up here all the way to down at this point here, and that's 45.6. So I'm going to select a line now, and I'm going to draw this line from here, right at this point. Bring my mouse up here, then I'm going to type 45.6, press enter. And there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments. So since it's 12 segments and this is symmetrical, what we could do actually now is we can highlight all of these lines here, all of these 5 lines. And then we can select mirror, and we can mirror along this line here. So we can mirror from like here to like here. Erase source object, no. So then we get these lines over here as well, and it's symmetrical. So that's good. So the next thing we need to do now is to type spline. And we are going to draw a spline. This is our first point. This is our second point. So this spline is just going to the top of all our lines here. Like this. Like this. Like that. Like that. Like this. Like this. Like that. Like this. Like that, yeah, like this, press enter, and there we have all our points. Now we need to highlight down here. What we could do is we could highlight this, and we could just change this to the 0 layer, like that. And then if we want to keep this over here in construction, we could trim, TR, enter, and just trim that there. Oh, we need to trim it here as well. Delete this. So essentially this is your development, but if you want this circle over there as well, you can just go back to your construction, select circle, come here, and just draw back that circle in construction. And there you would have that. And then you could just, trim off a piece of it, like trim here, and then trim here. And then we can delete this part. So there we have it, and that is the development complete. So that's how you'd go about completing this drawing. Now if you found this video helpful in any way, please remember to like, you can share, and subscribe for future content. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a fantastic day.